cause Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Bills Patrol. Still she break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love.
Wait. Welcome to the road, and we rob a Mr. Soul. For the love of cause Uganda, all the streets the stories right. All the new the shine with pride. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's got a tale. Village rights and city scale. We talk the truth, so just the brand. For car lambas across the land.
For the love of cause Uganda we roll.
Uganda we roll.
From dusty road to Bills Patrol.
Hello.
She break it down. Helping every drummer in the town.
Oh.
For the love, for the love.
We're up. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the life, no just the horsepower. Is it a no over TX ride? We'll show you what's real, no just the hype. Starlet views and engine rolls. We teach you more than just all taking tools from the basic stuff. Track and gear and car get stuff. The new overseas on bed. For the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. Did it, learn it, now be proud. This is more than just machines. Woo. The life, the For the love of cause Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Bills Patrol. Still she break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. Oh. Good morning, my people. How are you doing today? Today is Lifestyle Wednesday. Mwasem cha ani yakede tuone Pads Limited ya soseo miyomba miak nadao miyombia mak nadao Mariam Ewange nadao Chikawariki nadao bana imwe barikera abari mukamuri. How are you? How did you guys watch the Chira EV video? Did you see the tour? It's huge, eh? It's huge. I think those guys can literally manufacture like 10 buses a day if they wanted to, if they were operating at full capacity. But how are you? I wanted to give you the project car video today, but my editor nangambo manye so koreke video achira EVS okay tambulemu basoke bagira kuba baganyo okugira ne video ya muze ite munnagira musoke mula video ya muze ne achira EV. I'm going to give you the project car on Monday. Yeah, I'm going to give you the project car video on Monday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you on Monday. But how are you? How did you watched? You need to watch the entire one. Richard Rwanga, hi. Paul Sema VIP, good morning. For the love of cause Uganda we roll. From dusty road to Bills Patrol. Still she break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, no just the horsepower. Is it a new or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, no just the hype. Starlet views and engine moves. We'll teach you more than just the tools. Tools from the basics up. Truck and giddy and car get stuff. If a new or a season bed. For love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's in learning, I'll be proud. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. For the love of cause Uganda we roll. Uganda we roll. Dusty road to Bills Patrol. Still she break it down. Helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cause Uganda. course, guys, we are in the new month. Welcome to October. You know what means? We have October. December will be coming. I don't know if it's because we are growing up. I don't know if we are growing up. Now, when you have it, 35 million. Impreza, Subaru Forester, Okaundo. It depends on what you're looking for. Yeah, obviously, Kaundo will be used. The Impreza, you can get it new. You can even get it at lower than 35. Abai. Mumanyi on ali busy. Barengera gura watermelon zone kapeli naye. Ali busy tamanyi abavuge moro kan fe tusinga sente kati. Tubane sente zija watermelon. So Harriet, I think the Impreza, if you're going to buy new, the Forester you'll be buying used still. Oshtigia. Nechibiri kumi twachigura mekaluli. Twachigura million meka sasa tumusanvu. Yeah, so the Impreza is if you're going to buy from the bond, the Impreza, you might even save money. 2012, 2013, yeah. Guys, omwaka guduka oba tukuze bukuzi. Good morning, Starch. Mweba guy. I don't know. Are we just growing? Yeah, the Range Rover guy. You can't be driving an expensive car like that. That's what a good mipira. Mutu swaza. Project K name mipira me pia. Anyway, guys, we have 3 months to go, and in history, the Ford Motor Company, Oba Henry Ford, you're introducing a Jivaita Model T. And it was like one of the first cars to be mass produced ever. I think that's the one thing that we can probably not. Kakati echebuziwa we October ogenda kuba ojijjukirako ddi. What will you be remembering the day of October for, apart from Independence Day in Uganda? Independence Day nga meka nga 10. I don't remember, but I never really paid attention to that, because Independence Day is like there's a way it's celebrated that I don't really understand. Yeah, and I also don't fully get the idea of the independence. I'm misreading. It's in October. Never know about showground on Independence Day. The kids have a public. It's 9th October. Abana in a public holiday. So when they get the public holiday, then they can come to Uma showgrounds. 9th October. Guys, chemicals again a bit a year ago. Oguna ka detergent kabwe, and then they wash your car for free. You don't even have to enter the showgrounds. You just go to the parking lot, and they wash, and you go away. Yeah, so just go buy the detergent, they wash for you. So I will probably go to the Lugogo showgrounds. Why? Because I want to see what the local innovators are creating for us. You know, tinaba local innovators who are now creating into it. So I want to go and abo bakayira inachi yale say HPA. Manyino inaita tula. Tatulira kodala. So guys, do you copy? And if you copy, what do you copy? What don't you copy? You know, copying comes from admiration. When you admire someone or something, you want to imitate it sometimes because you think it's the ideal. The only thing that I found that we copy is that thing that we think is the ideal, or that thing that we admire. Yeah, so what do you copy? Chichokiriza gwenga gokukopa. Ricky Agambi, as I noticed the watermelon guy around Arua Park is near a garbage dumping site. So where is the garbage dumping site? There is no official garbage dumping site there, by the way. Awajudo parking here Moroka. I'm going to show you today how. Let me see if I pass there. Lugogo yalinga magico. Neka tugenda oba tukuze bukuzi. Tebicha nyumira ko ddala. So guys, coping is the subject that I thought I should talk about today. Fena to copa every once in a while, yeah. So, but what should we copy? I realized abantu abamu bakopa na kopa will come up to the detail. When I was 16, I joined Baka in the drama actors, and we were acting. And as we were acting, I realized there were young men that Senkubuge exactly as Benon Chibuka, and other people were acting exactly as Aloysius Matovu Joy. And there'll be an exact copy. There was a guy Kati Yafabari Omita Sech Toreko. And on stage, Sech Toreko was acting exactly as Senkubuge. As a matter of fact, as Senkubuge was directing the play, he had a role reserved for him. It was his. But you know what he would do? He would go to get Sech Toreko to go and play that role until like 2 weeks to the show. Sech Toreko would be the one acting that part. And then a week towards the show, Sech Toreko would be swapped for the man himself. And then he would act. There was also someone that would do Benon Chibuka's parts. Neya Fabari Bamuita Chigura. Chigura was too good. The production that I did with them by Kawa, Sech Toreko was acting the part for Senkubuge, and Chigura was acting the part for Benon Chibuka. What happened on that day, at that time, is that Chigura did it so well, they had to get a part for Benon Chibuka. Chigura was too good. Like too good, like you will not substitute him. Substituting him would be, I don't know. It would be a blunder. He was just too good. But we copy, and I realized this guy is copied. Chigura copied and then created his own identity. Sech Toreko did not create his own identity. He kept being like the other dude. And then of course, one of the people that was very hard to imitate was Matovu Joy. Now, some of you guys have never been to the theater. Some of you guys have never watched a theater production. I will invite you to come and watch a theater production that I've directed one time. And then probably some of you guys that have never... It's really long. That's a long car. I want it to be in front of me. It's long. It's long. It has an extension. It doesn't. That's a E240. It doesn't have an extension, but it's really long. We are remaining with only 3 months. Now I want 10 million before the year ends. My mom in USA, Mashashush. Nego rush to gain that US. What are you gonna get at Canada? I'm going to name our US. Rush to gain up against it. Not again at Canada. So guys, as we are leaving, what should we be copying? What should we not be copying? To remember, we have been having these discussions of investing, and JK is investing in bonds, heavily in bonds. I know someone else here at Uganda Public that is investing heavily in bonds. We have chatted, yeah, and this person is investing very heavily, a lot of money every month in bonds. In a target almost close to what JK is targeting, and it's interesting for you to want to be like for example, you want to be like JK, and now take a million of bonds, but probably obusobozi tobulina, or probably goina ebikubanje ebirala bingi mu oyinayo ku mabanja, oyinayo ku byoyagala omaliriza kati, and for that reason you cannot invest, but you would want to copy. That would be good copying, yeah. Okopoli kyakola, yeah. Okopoli kyakola naawe osobola okulongoosa obulamu. So that would be good copying. But biki bye tutalina kukopa? What should we not copy? Because olumu kiyinza okukulya. I'll give you an example of one thing that is hard to copy from me. Every morning my car is clean. Every morning, yeah. But every morning my car is clean because I wash it every night. When I get to my home, the thing I do before I enter my house is wash my car. That's what I do every evening. Asina ingira nyumba.
olufuluma ennyumba abantu bange ne bavaamu nga njuza emmula. That's one thing I do. Cut someone that either doesn't have the capability to wash the car every evening, doesn't have the resources, that's water, soap, or just doesn't have the means because taina parking waka. So amoroka ajireka parking. If that person wants to copy me, to have their car as clean as mine every morning, yeah, I have to spend a minimum of 50,000 a week or 40,000 a week. If they wash the car Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they don't need to wash it on Friday. Because I know I don't wash my car on Friday. But then I wash it on Sunday. Still, I wash my car. They have to spend a minimum of 50,000 shillings a week to wash the car. That would be 200,000 shillings. That would be 2,400,000 shillings per year on just washing the car. Why? Because you're copying Arthur, who washes his car himself every evening. If power is stable, kunguru kumoroka soza na kurupira. Kati woko pecho chigenda kulia because gwe tomanyi oli kyakola. So what should we copy, what should we not copy? Okitegeera. But also I find that some people have motivations for washing their cars. I think I've shared this sometime. Nabagamba, one reason why I started washing my car every day. Narimvuga namukade at that time. No, I was driving a Primo before the namukade. And at my kids' school, I am one of the people that had like the cheapest car, like cheapest and oldest car. One of the people. There were other people that had very cheap and old cars. However, their cars were clean every day because they lived in cities. At that time when I go to Primo nga kafufu kanji na ina akagenda yo. Edda nali mbera kasangati nge kasangati wali wembera I can even spend a week nga sozeza moroka because nali mbera ku chorus. But when I moved to Matuga, where I drive 7 kilometers minimum, sometimes 15 if I use that. Wataxi eganye okusiba nayingira kasasiro. Omulabi. Eganye okusiba tewali kirala. Nika start omedde kasasiro bwajijja wamangu avaawo nga tasasudde. Mwe bagay. Mumanyi tinonya Land Cruiser naye bonfunda saafu eyo nayo njigula. Katogirabe no saafu. Nganda bwe basiya petrol ebebikola. Nganda bulungi ene ebikola byenjagala eyo ne mama tezirabika. So guys, we are talking about copying. What should we copy and what should we not copy? But then our background, I shared this. But I realized what someone told me. After told him, but stories also damu emirundi esatu nga byoddamu byebimu. I don't lie. I'm not superficial. So I realized that I had a very njagala 3-liter Karim. I want a 3-liter. Nene wenfuna chi TX na chon chigula. Nesigula bei nze ngula busuubuzi tufunzaamuko. Sikula ku bantu batunda zaabwe nga ayagala guza final buyer. Zingula byange bya kuvunzaamu. Kati yo ku namba ya eba ya milioni nga 4. Ate iyo diesel. Nya 5. Nya 5. Ngene njikola ebyange byenjagala. Because most of those cars you need to actually redo the engine. Kati yo jira olujifuna anti manyi n'okugiddamu njitereze. So guys, what should we copy, what should we not copy? I started washing my car because I realized I had one of the oldest cars. And I did not want my kids to go to a school because I drop my kids every day. So I took it upon myself to wash my car every day without fail. As long as my kids are going to school tomorrow, I will wash the car at night, the night before. And I did it. When we had just moved to Matuga, we would get water from the borehole. And I would go to the borehole, yeah. As we fetch water, I wash the car. By the time we're done fetching the water, I'm also done washing the car. And I did that until I started getting water in my tank. Yeah. Now I took it on. That's in 2021, I think. That's the last time I paid for car wash. Why did I like? And because again okukibala abalamu ngane bobo sasudo okozo omurundi gumugumwe je mitwala anamu munana. So I just got 500,000, went labono wa border be indicator kuvaawa
abadde tatunudde nga ali absent minded naye tutaasa nnyo ababooda. So I washed and I've never stopped. And when I tell some people that I wash the car every day, I wash the car that night. Then the other motivation I got, if I have an inspection tomorrow, it's important that the people I do inspection for sit in a clean car. So if I have an inspection tomorrow, I will wash my car the night before. That's just something I do. Now, if you decide to copy me, you need to motivation esinga just okutukuza emmoroka. My motivation is bigger than just having a clean car. My motivation for my kids is making sure that my kids go to school in a clean car. The second motivation is if I have an inspection, my car needs to be clean because my customer needs to sit in a clean car. So I have motivation. There's probably some things that I've been buying. I buy tools, car tools, and I have motivations for those. I don't just buy because someone has. I find that copying is a very good thing. Let me give you an example. Someone sent me a video. But you guys, just stop sharing me those things. I don't watch things intentionally because I do things with a reason. So someone shared me a video of engineer Ryan Garaga tool that so he has an OBD scanner. That's normal. Kati agamba video he's saying bamuwereza katulu. It's a microscopic tool to look inside the engine. And in that video, he ended by asking kati abakola inspection kibalekawa. And this guy was asking me, Arthur, why don't you have a tool like that? Because we don't need a tool like that. Let me tell you guys, apart from the computerized test that we use, the OBD scanner, we have a test for that, a manual test for that. Like if you get that tool, the one that is used to it's called what is it called? Because we have infrared thermometers, that is to check the coolant levels, you check the transmission fluid levels. We have an ATF test, stethoscope for checking engine knocks. But the engine knocks are something that is, we have a fuel pressure gauge, but normally those ones are needed if a car has a certain or something that is doing. We have compression tester, but the compression test you can also perform the compression test manually. You don't always need a tester. There is a leak down tester. Still, you don't need that, especially when you're buying a car like that. There are some tests that if you go to do on a very old car, it's called a boascope. It's called a boascope or inspection camera. Now the inspection camera would work normally if something has fallen in the engine, you want to find it or together. Someone asking me, why don't you have those tools? Because some of those tests are unnecessary. You're going to buy a car of 7 million. You're buying a car of 7 million, which I am sure the engine has been tampered with. It's a car of 7 million. It's obviously has been overhauled like 7 times. What you're looking for is, does it have enough compression? And they are tests for that. So me, I don't work on pressure. You know, you guys sometimes send me those videos and I ignore. So, what should we copy? What should we not? Guys, it's a boascope. What on a stethoscope? Stethoscope, it is an engine knocks. But you also have to know what you're looking for. The multimeter checks the battery load, the charging and stuff like that. So anyway, members, give Mr. Arthur some likes. Thank you, Richard. You guys are 52. You have only 20 likes. You
You give me at least 40 likes. Mulidize music. Give me likes. You get to get a muscle. Guys, what should we copy? What should we not copy, and why? Bagame mulayikinga abamwe mutandika okuvaako. Guys, boyingira broadcast girayiking, boyingira broadcast girayiking, boyingira broadcast girayiking. Yeah, boyingira broadcast girayiking. Let me first see if there is jam wali kusawa ya kwenu. Wataksa respecting nze bitala. Njagala kulaba wanatambula. Baba wanatambula nga gituyita. Guys, what should we copy? What should we not copy? Wana bisenga wajja tambula. Katugendeyo tuleme kwetoloola. Oba twetoloole, where should we go, guys? Tuyite wa? Stuart is saying the things we should copy. What did you know? Twite side ya paka si checho So guys, what should we copy? Stuart Agambi, we should be copying good character, unique style of performance, discipline, positive habits, wisdom from mentors and role models, among others. So just copy the positive things. How do you know that something is positive? How do you know that something is positive? Akataraka mafuta katandisa okutemya at exactly 700 kilometers. Katandisa okutemya at exactly 700 kilometers. Katawa mafuta nyiga company chirero. Dr. Kambesije VIP, good morning. No one worry about Dr. Bayitirivu. As someone who has been at the airport setting, I'm copying and implementing time conscious management because everything is scheduled on time and it's done. So day to day, life is always like that. Exactly, guys. Never na Uganda. I find that as Ugandans, we should copy the habit of keeping time. But now Uganda manyi dara kuma budde. Guys, if you're on this broadcast and you have not double tapped your screen, double tap. You don't need to service ye Moroccan. Service today I have to do service. Can ene orumaro kuduka bwente ngena kola service. Nakulero kola service. Ni ndako service njivugide banga chena. Guys, do you know that I move a lot? I did service on 24th July 2025. So 24th August, that's 1 month. 24th September. 2 months I've traveled 10,000 kilometers. In 2 months.
In 2 months I've done 10k. Mwaba mu 10k mutambula mwaka to do 10k. You do era na era temukopa. Mbo asa yaguza hybrid nange ngule hybrid. Asa yaguza hybrid nange ngule hybrid. Goto jetaga. Some of you guys only do the 5k. Unagenda ko no. I'm dayo. Some of you guys do 10k a year. You service your car every 5 months. Kile za buli miezi 5 utambula kilomita 15. Kazi ntambudde. Anyway, bade sinaba kyegendereza eyo. How about good morning Yusuf Magara, good morning Kennedy, you Chiyobyo Alex. Guys, what should we copy? Chiche twali copy omuntu yali badde akopa ki? Should we copy house designs? Should we copy the cars that our friends drive? The one thing I've realized is if you copy the wrong things, or tomera. One of the wrong things that we copy is my neighbor bought a new car, so I will buy a new car. My neighbor painted their house white, so I'll paint my house white. Unless it's a regulation in the neighborhood that neighbors are white, there is no reason why you copy your neighbor's color, paint color. My friend bought a new phone, so I will buy a new phone as well. My phone bought the latest iPhone, so I'll also buy the latest iPhone. Those are certain things that I think copying is bad. If you copy things where you have to spend money, you don't know if the other person is also spending money, but you're copying blindly. I find that would be a very bad calculation on your part. But guys, let's copy the guy who invests before spending. That's a genius move. By the way, JK atekayo sente. Ataina chi yakoze ngane bill tanazisasura asoka nawereza sente za investment. Ochitegera. But for me, I find that the first thing we should copy from him is making the money. That includes choosing career, choosing work, and stuff like that. Make the money. Echichimuku bintu byetu ino kopa ku JK. Soko okole sente zibeerewo manyenti nzikoze. Bomara okuzikola kati kola ki? Strategy yokuziteekawo ziteeka zongere zizaale. There's a difference between copying and competition. Anti-competition can lead you to copying. You know, no muntu wa field on kapere. Ya kazunga nava mu line eno nadda mu eri line enga bbiri. Guys, what should we copy? Alex, olaba competition. Competition can be good, can be bad. Copying can be good, can be bad as well. But competing is not entirely bad. When you compete with someone, you want to be better than them, but for your own benefit. If it's for your own benefit, like let's say we are at a competition, a football competition, and we are competing for a trophy, and I want to win the trophy, that means I need to beat you. So I'm not copying anything. I'm just trying to beat you. That's competition. That's competition. Copying, on the other hand, is I see what you're doing and I want to do like that. I don't want to do better. I want to do like that. So competition is I want to beat you. Copying is I want to be like you. So you see that's the difference, Alex. That's like the big. So what should we copy now that we have understood the difference between copy and competition? Mu competition omuntu gwe competing ani manjagala mukuba mukukopa njagala beera nga gwe chokola kyenkola I personally I don't think I've ever been the kind of person that copies. I compete. I don't copy. But I also don't compete with people I can't beat. If I start competing with you, I can beat you. Guys, what should we copy? What should we not copy? Have you seen people that copy colors? That's copying now. Yesterday, I was in Mu. There's a guy to Asomanga naye. No nga yeyerusa nno ddala alina kali kayero k'okweyerusa ze nali simanyi nti abasajja abakwatira ddala mu kizigo naye ga yeyerusa yenna yeyerusa alina n'enviiri ziri akutte paafu mu Uganda tuba tukubuusabuusa tugamba kiki ennyo, what are you dying? Guys, what should we copy? Me, I find that we should copy all the good things nga Stuart yagambye, because those are things, if you copy a good thing about someone, especially the habits, because normally the habits might come from somewhere, but I also find that the habits are easier to take on if you're determined. But copying things that would require you to spend your money might not be such a good idea. My friend bought a new car. I need to buy a car like that one. I've inspected cars. I've inspected cars for people that said, my brother bought that car, I have to buy it. Tansinga. And there is a region that is very popular for competing like that. Right? My brother bought a car like that, so I must buy it to show him that I can also buy it. And that competition, normally, that kind of copying normally is what leads to witchcraft, because akatabuva ntigundi bwaba kisobola nange nkisobola bogenda kutandika kuloga. And I find that one of the things that will stop you from copying is to try as much as possible to ignore things that might lead you to copying, because sometimes tukopanenga betukopa tebituyamba. Omuntu atandise eri business, you see that someone was saying, what ainani, we were with Amanda on the Sunday broadcast, and Amanda was saying one of the reasons why our businesses don't survive as Ugandans is because we copy. You have a friend of yours starts a sports shop, and immediately after a sports shop, because it's succeeding, you copy. Ani abadagama nti wano waliwo kasasiro, Ricky, that's the place where the guy is. Tewaliwo kasasiro, ezo dodo ziraba zitwala bintu. Biriya bintu byolabanga kasasiro si kasasiro munnange. That's luggage that has been covered there, because these trucks are taking things up country. But the guy is not yet here as well, like agenze kusubola. Kati watermelon yeganye olwaleero. So munnange, guys, for the people that think, look at things and you think it's rubbish, munnange, Uganda is just a little bit disorganized. Some things are just look like it's rubbish. Segenda basi ibula mangene nziruke lero nze sinze ngambe jamu aleme kubeerayo kampuni eno side lero. Yesterday twali tuvuga project car, omusajja yabadde agenda eyadampa emmoloka yo competinga nayo neyekuba negizaayo naye project car sirikale wedda banyimiriza naye nga anoonya kyakugamba takiraba. Bana emmoloka ennungi eba nnungi, emmoloka ennungi eba nnungi. Kakati ndowooza oba emmoloka yo tugitwali tukompitingira tuwareege, kubanga amaanyi go geerina yo musote ba hands down, ate nga musote ya 2 liters 6 cylinder naye gikuba hands down. Kati netaga kawondo, netaga markex, kati tuwarege nayo ngisobola kwekanya kamoloka kalike kaina amaanyi. But I'll give you the video, the last video of the project kanga tuli mujivuka kukubo on Monday, and then after that I'm rescheduling the competition, the competing thing, driving against the Kawundo yekubye yabadde atuwa Kawundo bate bagitutefuwa. Kati I'm looking for an alternative. Lero nakulwa kudduka. That's why I'm like this. Ngezako okwewe emirembe. Manyi botewa mirembe. Some of you guys nze chintu chengezako okukopa ku bantu. It's the thing of someone giving themselves peace. Okwewe emirembe. That thing is, it seems like it's a very simple thing, but it's not. Omuntu okubanga asobola okwewe emirembe. regardless of what is happening. That's something that not all of us have. Akakantu. That thing, I think women have that. Women have that thing naturally. It does not matter what a woman is going through, they'll give themselves peace. And as men, I find that for us, we need to learn it. We are hustlers, but we need to learn it. We need to copy. If there's one thing I want to copy, it's that thing of giving myself peace. I finally downloaded the music. I finally was able to download the music that I need to run. You know, music I don't get speed, so I have music that is at BPM 150. That's really fast. You can't even run at that pace, but it's very good. It keeps you going. Don't copy something your conscience is not comfortable with. Some of these people you are copying have absolutely nothing to lose. Thank you very much, Jovan. In this world, nothing is new. We live in a repetitive cycle unless a new thing has been invented. But everything we do, let's copy and paste if we all benefit. Okay. What we've been doing, like, you cannot copy someone's personality. You guys realize you can't copy someone's personality. Like, there is one author. Muganda wange tasobola kunfaanana. You see, I have two boys. They almost look like they are twins, but they are too different. One of them is like me. One of them is like their mother. I never into he's all positive like the mother. He's ever smiling. He's ever happy. You call him and he jumps up. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. But the other one is like me. Yes, daddy. Simanyina kumanya olugezigezo ruli kwoli ate kalike namukuba mukali ati yefulali principle de nnyo okusinga abalala wekitegeera. But what should we copy, guys, nga bwe mbasiibula? Often we have to copy the current house designs and modern electrical installations. Me, I actually think I don't rolling again. I'm a chint. I was buying a budget changeover. I'm getting a second line, and when I get the second line, the issue is the calculation was either get a backup power thingy or get a second line, and the second line was I'm in the middle of two lines. So I have one line, so I'm getting a second line, and I'm using the changeover gun. I'm saying like that. So I went to Chint, and if you have not visited that place, you go and visit. They have things. Tebiri ko kopa. Ugenda wali no biraba no gachi no chagala chiri chagala. It's the day we were buying the IST, because the IST bank ono guy ayagule morokeyo banka ye decide zeyo. So as he went into the bank, I drove and went to Chin to buy the changeover, and we saw things. Kati chideshin de chitaga kopa, you see something, you like it. I think me, that's how I live. Like the nyumba ya box na lijagala nga njagala bwagazi, regardless of all the problems it has. I just wanted it because you can literally modify it every couple of years to give it a fresh look. Something that might not be as easy to do with the Mwambai or a French cat. That's something. But obviously we have to copy some things. But for me, I think it's the architect that copies. In the architect ya copies na hapa ndio the video original. But I don't think I've copied that much. Okopa kubi mukopa mu bad habits. I've seen people that copied how other people move. You copy how another person walks, you copy how another person talks, you copy how another person dresses, all those things. And I think we should just copy the good habits, because I've given you an example of me washing the car every day. I have a motivation for washing my car every day. Do you have motivation for washing your car every day? If not, if you move in your car alone, like today, I think I have an inspection. Guys are going to sit in this car. They're going to step on the carpet, so I have to wash the carpets in the evening. I had to wash to prepare for the inspection today. And also for my kids get into the car and they have to sit in a clean environment. I also find that when your car is clean,
your mind is clean, you're clearer, you're happier, because the you have blocked out all the dirt from outside. So you need to block out the dirt from outside when your inside is actually clean. So you need motivation. Tokopa bokopi like Moze Chekitu, Michael Williams high. Akiram high. Tuone Pads Limited, Muyombia Mark, Maria Mewange, Chikawariki, Paul Sema VIP, Richard Luanga, Katamba Isaac Katende. Guys, happy October. Narunjoji Harriet, Starch Events. Sichtuliko Norman. Nabasa Stuart Lawrence Omule, Front Desk Pictures. Panga Godfrey. Bionabye Daudi, Kambes je VIP, Richard Aki, Direct Shot, Nomuhezi Rogers, Yusuf Minaj, K Jovan, Mugabe Joshua, Herbert, Kennedy Uchevyo, Alex, Newman Ling. We should copy. Newman Ling is saying we should copy investment strategies. Akiram, Michael Williams, and Lucky Mose. Guys, thank you very much for choosing to be with me this morning. I'm excited about the Project Car video. I watched it again yesterday, and I think I watched it yesterday. It looks really nice. But I'll give you that episode on Monday. Okay? So I think by the end of the week to the episode in Yamze. For the guys that were having challenges, click the gear setting. Video once you click, you go to the audio setting and you select original. So what happens is the YouTube sees our language, Oluganda, Olabanga French. YouTube sees Oluganda as French. So it will mute and start putting what they call audio subtitles. So it's not like there's something wrong with the video. We kept uploading it in a but when you change and put original subtitles French, a video genda kuddayo mu normal osobola okugiraba mugirabe mulabe ne yakira EV, and then nga nafe with planning okuba video ya Project Car esembayo. Actually see esembayo because we have to do a video where the Project Car is fighting with another car and winning it. Guys, may the good Lord bless you. Ciao.